look what we've got. Oh yeah, look at all this charcoal. I am so excited. Before I start, I'm gonna go ahead and make a new shovel because I know I'm gonna use up the last of this shovel durability. There's no way this shovel's getting through all of this charcoal, but very exciting. Did also go ahead and extend the tree farm, and I did mess up a little bit, so I do not remember why. I've got a 3 wide gap here, a 2 wide gap here through all of these. I extended it this way, and I rectified that 3 gap issue here. So once all of these trees grow up and get cut down, I'll shift everything over, and I'm also going to convert these little 1 plots to 4 plots because for the area, there are more trees with these little 4 clumps rather than this. Although probably I should really just do complete rows, but I like the way this looks. So this is the way I'm doing it. Do need to get some lights out here to be able to see some stuff better, but this is a good first start of expanding the tree farm. And I went ahead and cut them down, but it does not seem like these outstretches up here hindered the tree growth at all, since they're not directly above it. But if I'm moving those, if I'm moving like where these line up, I will probably have to move these little arms. So I'm not doing a whole lot with the arms right now, but I would like to make them look a little better. I think it'd be cool to have like a little catwalk looking thing almost. I think that would be pretty nice. It looks like one of these trees has grown up. If I'm gonna use this wood for the walls, I should probably dedicate a couple more squares to the kapok trees. But again, we'll just have to wait for everything to grow up. Had some fantastic winds and also just went through a temporal storm. And so I spent my time in the windmill area. I got a bunch more iron. Got a nice little iron stack right here. And then also got some steel finalized, like not blistered. And I went ahead and made a few steel plates because I am going to go ahead and make a steel anvil. And after doing some more research, I think I misspoke when I was talking about like the next anvil up and needing a steel anvil for meteoric iron. It's actually titanium we're gonna need the next anvil for. And I don't know if it needs steel or if it needs... I've never done anything in meteoric iron. I've got some meteoric iron, and these look really pretty. I kind of don't want to use it. I kind of want to use them for decoration or something, because they look really nice. Like maybe I should make some armor out of it. Yeah, I've got a good little bit of meteoric iron. I don't know how much this smelts into. Maybe I'll play with that. Maybe I'll make some ingots or something of meteoric iron. So I think that would be pretty fun to play with. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting a new shovel and then dig out all that charcoal. I'm excited to see how much we're gonna get. I should have made 2 extra shovels. This is the second shovel. It's worse than when we started out with the first shovel. But I did get everything. The chest in the smithy is full, chest the windmill's full, chest in the kitchen is full, and I made a nice pretty redwood chest. I really love this wood. I think it's really pretty. And we're just gonna see how much more we can stuff into the smithy, since this is where a lot of the charcoal goes. Oh man, I forgot about this again. opened this thing like 5 times. Keep forgetting about it. All right, so there's a little bit left. I am gonna put it over here at the cementation furnace because we do use charcoal on the inside, and this is, oh, it's almost done. 93% done. I think we just need one more round, and actually I think maybe a half round. I think should do it to get it the last little bit. Let's just make sure this works. Only doing a half of it. So I just went through and processed the chickens. I need to look back at the footage from last month, but they were all generation 9 except for one. One was generation 8. But these are all 9. I'm wondering if I missed one last month, and so that one Gen 8 chicken stayed in there. And is Generation 9 the highest you can go? Are we at peak domesticated chickens at this point? I don't know. I am genuinely very curious. I did like leaving 4 hens. I think they managed the hen boxes better. So we're gonna go ahead and feed these guys. Sorry, I'm just really confused about this Gen 9, 8 chicken thing. I know he's Gen 8, that's fine. Did they get out? Did something eat them? I feel like if I'm not missing chickens, if those are the chickens, you know what, hold on. I just need to go look back at the footage. I'll be right back. I did try to go back to check the chicken generation, and I didn't get any footage the last time I processed the chickens. So we'll see. I did look online. It does seem like you can get to Gen 10 and above. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there. I am not currently at base. I am working on this road down here where we're heading over to the ilmenite. I did happen to get a very high reading over here. So I did just decide to go ahead and dig down right beside the road to see if we could find any. And we're getting close. If you look over in the bottom left, you can see I'm starting to get trace amounts of ilmenite. So we're going to start poking around even more down here. Another thing I discovered is I was trying to make a steel anvil. I made a few steel plates, heated up some steel ingots, was getting ready to settle in and just go ahead and make a steel anvil. You can't. In survival, you can't make a steel anvil. You can get one in creative mode, and like it exists as an item. You can't craft it. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I don't know what's going to happen when we get this titanium. Will we be able to use the iron anvils for this? Be interesting to see. But I'm going to go around and start poking around to see if I can find this titanium. Hey, I found it. So I was just kind of digging around, and you can see I pressed tab. I was using the close mode or whatever to find it, and finally found it. I was getting ready to, I just started doing the go in, skip 2, dig 5, skip 2, dig 5 situation, and I just happened to find it, which is great. So now we're getting titanium. I am rapidly losing sanity, so I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to run home, because I'm also out of food, and see what we can do with titanium. Like, are we going to do you just pulverize it for tier 3 refractory bricks, or can you make stuff with it? It seems like it's just for the tier 3 refractory bricks. It's a little sad. I'm a little sad about that. I think it would be sweet to be able to have like titanium tools and stuff. Maybe that'll be something in the future. But we are getting this. And I think I'll like slowly start replacing the cementation furnace with tier 3. And I've also been seriously considering building a second cementation furnace. Might do that too, if there's room for it. The place that I want it would kind of be right by the bees. I don't really like that, just from a roleplay perspective. So we'll see. We'll see if we do that or not. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever gotten titanium in this game. So it's cool to do. And it kind of looks, I don't know if this is a small one or not, but I think there's definitely more titanium, like, as we continue this way. And it's probably this whole circle we'll be able to find some discs and stuff, but that might be it. That was kind of small. Let's see if we can, medium amounts. So there might still be more, but my sanity is getting super low. So I think I'm gonna take what I got. I also found some copper. Never pass up the chance to pick up some copper. We got some titanium. I think I'm gonna head back out and bring lanterns the next time that I come down here, so that we don't have a bunch of monsters spawning. Oh my gosh, swim! Sometimes swimming is like not great. Back at base now. I was able to hunt more deer, and then that bear that we got recently, I was able to make some more sturdy leather. So I wanted to try out making this sturdy mining bag. And so I was playing around with it. I was trying to like put items in it with it on the ground. I was trying to put items in it in here and like right clicking, left clicking. Because it's a mining bag, I was like, you know, maybe you can only put stones, but I did also try like food and stuff. And then I looked online and I kind of figured it out. It is a backpack, but it can only house like stone and ore and stuff. So like I can't put these onions in here, and that's why they're these are a different color, because they can only store that. This is really neat. Like, especially for mining. And like, look how much you get, like a whole nother line. You get a whole extra line in here when you do this. Oh, okay. So I was like, why can't I put this back in my inventory? It's because it's got stuff in it now. So you can't, once you have stuff in it, if you take it out, you can't just like put it in your inventory. It has to be, if I like throw that down, because if I replace the backpack, I cannot pick up this mining bag now that it has stones in it. It has to be here. Got it. Interesting. And yeah, so I'm assuming it does look like that's correct. So I took my first backpack off that has everything else in it. I've never really played around with this, so it's cool to see, but I can't now put this backpack anywhere because it's got that. I wonder, can I put them in a chest? No, I can't put it in a chest. Like, this one's empty, so I can put the empty one in the chest. But if it has stuff in it, it's got some shale stones in it, then you can't, the only place you can put it is over in your inventory thing. Interesting. Very cool. I definitely think I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna set it over here for now, but we'll probably get to using that. I have done a little bit of stone cleanup because we live in andesite hell. I went ahead and just made a crate for all the andesite stones, just to store them. And then that pretty much consolidated all the other like random stones into one chest, which is nice. So we got that in there now. I do have blue clay in this one. I want to set up another one for red clay as well, just so my raw clays aren't just randomly in here. But yeah, that's going great. I am making sure I'm keeping better tabs on the pigs, and when they are pregnant, one of them is pregnant, so it's what, August 6th. I keep feeding them. I need to put 2 troughs in here. So that's pregnant, pregnant, pregnant. Okay, so that one still needs to eat. I think I need, now that we're keeping 4 sows, I think I need to increase the number of troughs that I have. Oh man, okay, whatever. So I'll probably add another trough, maybe on this side. I do like that they have the little mushroom though. Are you the one? Yeah, you're coming in to eat. All right, once they finish eating this, I don't know, maybe I'll make an L shape over here with the troughs. But I'll add another one in there. And then the chickens, been keeping tabs on chickens too. Just trying to make sure I know what's going on. So we do have 2 boxes. And then I've been trying to get some of them. Oh my God, chill out, bro. All right, so we got 1 ready to lay. We only have 1 ready to lay. So I need to feed them a little bit more. A little bit. I don't want them to eat so much that they start randomly laying eggs elsewhere, but I do need to get another one ready to lay. And then I've been keeping tabs on this. So it's up to 32%. So it seems like every half stack of coal, so every 32 coke, not coal, every 32 coke that I put down here increases the completion by about 20%. And what I was doing last month, where I was experimenting, like refilling it like halfway through, it seemed like that had a negative impact on it. Like I was wasting coke. Like I would fill it up and it wouldn't complete that full 20%. So this one, I'm just trying to keep close tabs on it. I'm kind of just hanging around the base a little bit more, trying to do some base stuff just to keep tabs on this. But I think just doing 32 at a time and waiting for that to finish and not restocking in the middle of it is the best solution. Another thing that I just finished doing, you can't see it because it's dark, but that 3rd full windmill that we had up there, I just went ahead, I moved it a little bit so that now the pulverizer always has a windmill attached to it. So now I have 3, so I've got 1 here, 1 here, and 1 over there. So now it's just this health hammer that doesn't have its own. Considering like coming out here and giving it its own as well, just so that the corn can keep going, because it's nice to just be able to throw stuff in this and just like let it run and not have to think about it, and then you come back to it and oh look, it's all done. And so we do have crushed ilmenite now from the titanium we got a bunch of crushed chromite for all the leather stuff, and then some crushed quartz for the refractory bricks. I definitely didn't do a great job of setting up my initial windmills this playthrough, so I do want to do a better job of that in the next world. Probably build them higher to start with. Ooh, it's really pretty. Build them higher to start with so I don't have to use as many axles. It's like 3 stacks of axles to get up there, which is not achievable early game. Like where I am now, it's whatever. I can burn axles as much as I want. I'm not concerned about it because we're getting the fat from the pigs, and then I've got wood for days. So later game, it's not that big of a deal. I am worried about fruit already again, because the fruit trees, it seems like they only have 1 round. They only have 1 production. And one thing that I'm finding with the berries, I think it's too hot for them in the greenhouse. See how they're like turning colors? It's only August. So like these haven't produced much recently, but the berries that are over by the hay field, I just collected from them. I'm wondering if I need... See how these are like 8 days? The ones in the greenhouse are still at like 10 days, weather permitting. So I think it's just too hot in the greenhouse for them right now. It's just making me think that, oh my god, I need to set up... fighting in water is not fun. I need to set up some farms outside of the greenhouses to be used in the summer. How am I gonna get you? I guess I'm not. Because I'm also having trouble growing crops. Come over here. Let me fight you over here on the land. A lot of my crops are dying. So I think I need to set up some external fields for the summer, and then only use the greenhouses in spring and fall. So once it's daytime, I'll probably start picking out a location for that. I think I also want to increase the size of the hay field. I think that would be good. Oh, I hear a spear chucker. There you are. Oh, 2 of them. So I got you. Oh man, this is probably not... I probably shouldn't be out here. I should probably go back inside. Oh! No, gimme! Alright, going back in. Going back in. Got a nice little collection of temporal gears now. I was running low there for a little while. I decided to go ahead and make some jam with some of the fruit, like the apples and the pears that we have left over, since we don't have like enough to make a bunch of pies with those anymore, since the fruit trees only seem to produce fruit once a year. That's fine. It's good to know for the future. I did want to go ahead and record, partially to share information and partially because I'm sure I'll forget about this and I'll need a reminder for myself, and I need a way to look it up pretty fast for the future. But for jam, it's not 1 liter of honey per, because I was putting 6 liters of honey in here and it was not working. It's 0.2 liters per fruit in each slot. So because we have 6, we need 1.2 liters to make jam. And I am going to seal the jam up to store it for next year. Trying to get that finished up. I've got a few more apples. We might have to have some of those rot on it. We'll see. And then we've got a few pears. But these keep for a long time. 26 days, 96 days. I guess we'll just keep any leftovers around just in case we need them. Just wanted to throw that out there that's a thing. Working on, I have also extended the outside. Ooh, I forgot a gate. I had a gate there. I've got the spelt still going pretty strong. I just put a bunch of carrots down in here to get a bunch more carrots. Ooh, I heard a wolf. There's a wolf around here somewhere. And I create these cute little berry fields. I love this. So this one is all crayon bushes. Because what I was finding was I wasn't like getting full stacks of berries, so it was hard to like work with them. So I want bulk berries, right? And so this one's blackcurrant. These are my favorite. IRL, I absolutely love blackberries. They're like one of my favorites. We got a little blackberry bush I planted last year. I'm really hoping to get some berries from it this year. We got like 2 berries from it last year. They take a while to get started. And then this one's blueberries. I'm just trying to find a bunch of blueberry bushes put in here. I think I might do one more berry field here. And then, or maybe I'll do a few more berry fields over here, like on the other side of this. I think I'm okay with just 2 crop fields out here, since you have the greenhouses as well. And these are kind of just going to be used in the summer. I also have onions growing in here. It is technically too hot for onions. because onions have a max of heat resistant of 40, and it's been getting up to like 30, like above 35, like 30, 36, 37 during the day, which is fine if they're not in a greenhouse, right? But in the greenhouse adds 5. So it was making it too hot and they were actually dying. So I just took a couple blocks out of the ceiling, and now this is not technically a greenhouse. So that's great. I'll put those back when needed. Probably we'll do something similar in here, but right now just letting them fallow. Oh, what is this? Oh, a little bit of spelt. Yeah, I'm just kind of letting them fallow right now. Once the temperature starts cooling off, we'll get these running again. I am converting this to all black currant bushes because, again, I love blackberries, so that we can have more regular blackberries. We'll have blackberries from here in the spring and fall, and we'll have blackberries and other berries out there during probably, well, a lot of the time, but mainly summer. They weren't growing in here during the summer. What else? We also are getting close to having a good chopping session. Oh, there's more blueberries. Great. Move these. There's one tree. Yeah, I'm waiting for this tree to grow. Got one day. And then I'll cut down all of these single pod ones and convert them to be like these 4 ones. We will still need to fix this weird thing where I've got a 3 gap here, but then a 2 gap here. And then these are kind of getting close. A few days on these. Yeah, this will be fun. This will be real fun to chop down for a while. And this is also good to see up here that the little arms haven't inhibited the growth. See? And this is going to make it really easy for us to go through and use the shears to get a bunch of to get a bunch of seeds, a bunch of pine cones specifically for this. There we go. Just kind of digging down a little bit. There we go. So that'll be good. I do want to make this look a little bit better, make it a little more formal, and we'll probably have to move the arms once we redo these to be 4 squares. But we'll deal with that when we get there. Ooh, one more thing I want to show you real quick is I have started doing 5 bloomeries, because when I'm getting the blocks to make the bloomeries, it's a lot easier to do because it takes 60 blocks to make 5 bases and 5 chimneys. And so it's easier to come in here and just go bump, 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 right? Just like get down to 60. It's just a lot easier than getting 48. 48 was what I was doing before. It just made it a little easier, but because I did that, I got a bunch of iron, and it looks like I actually need to restart the cementation furnace, but dang, look at all this iron. I'm not going to be processing iron for a little bit. Let's check. 39, so see it's just under that 20, like the 40 mark. Been doing where I just wait until it's done. I think I caught it pretty close. Yeah, see, it's still white, still pretty hot. So it should be pretty good. Oh my god, I'm getting so distracted. This game, there's just so much to do. So much to do. Alright, so we've got all that stuff going. I've been collecting honey. I also got a bunch of spelt flour made from the mill. We've been having some really good wins, so I've got all of these sealed to make more spelt ale. And then once we get much spelt ale, we'll use the boiler. Probably make a couple more, like 1, probably 2 more. Probably make 2 more. We can have an even 3. So if I put one here, it's gonna block where I had planned to connect this. I might have to scooch it out a little bit and have the entrance be more like right here.